Well, hi Southsiders, this is going to be our actually final video for guitars for this rotation. And what I want to show you is how you can take it to the next level without watching me, without needing me. So I decided to pick a popular song that hopefully you will recognize, and it's called Hey There Delilah. I believe the band is White Tees. And it's been popular for the last, I don't know, 10 years or so. Your parents would definitely know that tune. And it's actually a beginner level song as far as chords go, and it's something you can figure out on your own without my help. But your greatest resource, besides me of course, is good old internet. You can always find lessons, tutorials, demos of somebody else doing it and explaining it to you how it works. So what I did is I typed in Hey there Delilah, or actually I just typed in Delilah, and I typed in the word chords. Now that's a pretty important word because what you're looking for is fingerings for the guitar, the chords you're trying to do. Once I click on the first link that it gives me, which is a pretty good website, Ultimate Guitar, that's a really good resource for a lot of songs where a lot of musicians just figure out how it goes, put it out there, and once we go there, it starts to look like that. There's the name of the song, it tells you the tuning for the guitar, even tells you the level. In this case, novice means somebody who's just starting out. It even tells you the strumming pattern for this song. If you can tell what it is, it's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, so they want you to strum down, then up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up the whole time, which makes it super easy. Once you get to the actual song here, of course, you do have to know what the song sounds like. So wherever song you choose, you have to listen to the recording of it first. And then it tells you what chords go with what words. In the beginning, it starts with D. Now, you may be like, yeah, you already showed us D, so we know how to do it. But in case you forgot, all you have to do is hover over that chord, and it gives you the fingering for it. So you can actually figure out how it goes on the guitar. Now, next chord is F sharp minor. See how it says 2FR? That means you have to block the entire second fret across and then add 2 more fingers. Another D, another F sharp minor, B minor, G. And I'll tell you what, these chords are not too bad, but kind of tricky for beginners. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go down here where it says transpose, and I'm going to knock it down a couple of steps. Rather a couple of half steps actually, until I am in the key of C. See how instead of D it starts with C now? And you know the fingering for C, that's a pretty popular chord. E minor, almost like E but without the first finger, super easy to do. There is A minor, F is a tricky one. F you have to bar across the first fret, and the rest of it looks like E, added to that bar. Now, once we look through those chords and we start figuring them out on the guitar, it's not half bad. So I'm going to start with C. Hey there Delilah, what it's like is E minor. Like in New York City. Then we go back to C. We are back on C again. And something, something. E minor again. And then A minor. Then comes the F. Like I said, F is kind of a tricky one when you look it up in the fingering chart there. You have to put the whole finger across, squeeze it hard. This is a painful part, so that's why I'm using my thumb on the back to squeeze it harder. And then this, and that gives you F. F. Then it goes into G, A minor, G. Now remember, in the beginning they told us the strumming pattern is down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. So when I start putting all those chords together in the right order there, hey there Delilah, what it's like in New York City. And I'm just gonna stop right there for now because that might not be the song you wanna practice. All I'm trying to show you is that this resource is really, really good for you to figure out any song you wanna play out there. And when the key is a tricky key and the fingerings are too difficult, start playing with the transpose button and maybe you can cut it a couple of steps lower, a couple of half steps lower or higher, and find Key of C works pretty well for guitars. Key of E works pretty well for guitars. Key of G works pretty well for guitars. Key of A works pretty well for guitars too. And once you get into those keys, it just makes it easier. Now, another resource is, of course, good old YouTube. So if we go back to our search results here, and we'll scroll down, I'm sure it's going to take us to videos. And I'm just going to click on the videos right now. See, there are a bunch of tutorials that lead us usually to the YouTube, and most of them are tutorials. Tutorial meaning it's a lesson kind of video that teaches you how to play it. Once I click on one of them, for example this one, takes me to the video that looks like that. Some of them have tablature right on the screen, some of them have description at the bottom explaining how to do those chords, and of course they narrate it along, just like the video that you're watching right now. So what I want to point out is that YouTube is another great resource for a lot of these tutorials. So basically, when you find a song that you like, Google it, find out chords for it, or find out tablature for it, or take it to the YouTube. Copy what they do. They already figured it out, and you can too. Keep practicing. Bye-bye.